use the acronym DIY. Do it yourself. Yes, how many of us have established one nursery or the other before? And what did you plant in that nursery? Nursery? How many of us have established nursery? How many of us have established nursery? I'm expecting about not less than 20 hands up. I could only see about 5. Yes, I could see about 5 that have established a nursery. That means you are not practicing farming. Huh? I believe after this training. You practice a lot of work. So, those of us that have established one nursery or the other, can we have your experience? Please give him mic. The type of nursery and what are the materials that you use for the nursery. Please listen to him. Like I said, nursery establishment depends on what you want to plant, where you want to plant them, what is available to you. Use your mic. What do you plant in the nursery? Okay, sprouted nuts. Okay. Now, what do you use? What do you use? Poly bags. Okay. Maybe we go into business. How do you say your palm seedling? What quantity do you even have now? 5,000. 5,000. Then we see after the class. Don't worry. Don't worry. We are in the business together. No qualms. Yes, another person, nursery. Yes, Adeoye. They have opted.
Melania fruit.
Okay.
And chick. Yes.
Okay.
I know them inside
polypots.
Polypots.
Okay. Anybody that's established nursery for vegetables?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's hear from your word of experience. Please listen.
I have pepper.
Okay.
Rodo, especially.
Okay.
Then I have tomato, formula A1.
Open field or
No.
greenhouse?
Sorry, open field, but I have shade over it.
Okay.
So, first thing first, I got my topsoil.
Okay.
I prepared the topsoil by myself. After that, I get my bulletin. Then, I first do this thing called germination test. In fact, one of the senior seed tech in this institute helped me with the germination test, which is the seed viability. So after that, once I discovered I'm good to go, then I started planting.
Where do you plant?
Inside my polythene.
Okay, inside the polythene.
Yes.
Okay.
Then after that, I keep on waiting for couple of 3-4 days. Then it started sprouting out. Then I make sure it's well covered, not that exposed to direct sunlight. After which is available, when it's ready for transplanting, I started selling it out.
You are selling the ceilings?
Yes, I do sell
okay,
it.
okay. I think I'm okay. Any other experience? Not you? Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
So, I planted tomato and pepper,
Okay.
but not inside the polythene. We did it open space,
Okay.
and it's near the stream.
Okay.
So we cover it with palm
Front.
front. Then after the sprinkle out of the something,
Yes.
we now remove
The
palm,
cover.
the cover, but we will put the stick
Okay.
at the edge of the.
Then you prepare a
We will
shade.
now prepare the set so that we will just somehow high, so that we will not waiting it.
Not hardening up. We are not yet there. Okay.
I use the other one I did was using of seed tray. Initially, I used cocoa pod. At the initial, I soak pod in water.
Okay.
After I now drink the seed pod from the water, I fill the seed tray with the cocoa pod. Yes, sir. So I now plant Ghanaian seed in each of the tray. You want to have it to 128 the pot. So I now plant each seed on each tree. So I now use polythene bag to cover them. After about 4 days, I remove the polythene bag. They are fed. They are fed sprouting. So I remove it and I pick a place where there will be a lighter sunlight for them to acclimatize with the sun. Thank you.
I have been working on something, and till now I've not get it right.
Okay.
Which is, I want to know, sir, please, what type of chemical can we really use to break the dormancy of tick?
Tick.
Yes, sir.
That,
I've tried.
that was what I used in 1990.
Okay, sir, share with us.
Let me just answer him straightforward before we go ahead. If you want to break dormancy in tick, tick has a very hard and big coat. What you do, if you have money, go and buy concentrated sulfuric acid. Concentrated sulfuric acid, or go and buy sulfuric acid where they sell not those selling agrochemicals, laboratory chemicals. Those that are selling laboratory chemicals, you go to them, you'll be able to get sulfuric acid. I don't know how much now, but then it was as cheap as anything. So we bought, I think 2 of us bought 4 liters. I use different methods of breakage dormancy. I use different methods, but the fastest one is the one I'm telling you, especially for tick. Even melanina, if you use sulfuric acid, what you do is...
Sorry, sir. Melanina do sometimes it grows by itself.
Yes, of course.
But tick.
I know. What you do is you soak that seed inside. You have to be very, very careful because sulfuric acid is highly corrosive. If it touches your skin, it will continue to bite you. So you must wear gloves. You must prepare yourself that it doesn't split in anything. If it touches your cloth now, it burns it immediately. So what you do is you pour it in a container. You pour that acid in a container and pour the seed and stir it. Immediately you see it coming out. You just hear it after some minutes, like 2 or 3 minutes. You decorticate. You pour it in a large volume of water. Stir it. Don't use your hand. So you pour that water away. You pour another water. By the time you take the water twice, go and soak. Within 5 days, your teeth will come out. Yeah. I told you that was what I used for my first degree. Yes.
So what it was the acid?
Yes, by the.
Then
Yes.
after that, is it? Do we soak the seed itself? Do we have to soak it first?
You don't need to pour it in the acid.
We just pour it out into the acid. You know how I do it is I do soak the seed itself inside river, floating river. I leave it there for a couple of days.
Even ordinary stagnant water, if you pour it there and you soak it overnight, the second day change the water. Pour that water away, we soak. By the time you do that about 3 or 4 times, it will imbibe water and it contaminate. But not as fast as when you use concentrated sulfuric acid. Sorry, yes? Oh, then you don't know how many.
Sorry, sir.
Yeah.
Before we go for break, that the best, I forgot the name of the chemical but you said we break the seed before we can pour the chemical. But what I want to ask is that once you break one seed, that seed will be useless.
Sure now.
So how do you know whether the other will good?
I break everything.
And you see that?
Okay.
Nothing, you break everything.
Excuse me. If you just have 100 seeds, out of your 100 seeds, take only 5 out. Only 5 out. And whatever test you carry out on that 5 represent the whole lot. So if out of 5, you see 3 of them turn red, 2 do not turn red, that you use that to calculate the germination percentage. Eh? Okay.
Talking about the tick and the millennia.
Yes.
Because currently, I think I have the nursery that I'm raising tick and millennia.
Okay.
If you want to do that, you don't need to use any acid.
Okay.
The thing that you use is you just remove the tick from the oats. You dig a soil, you bury them for almost 6 or 7 days. You cover it for 6 or 7 days. After 7 days, just go there.
For the coat to rust.
For the coat to rust. You'll be seeing that.
Is it at a open land or?
Yes, open land. You just dig an open land area. Not beside the river. Not beside the river.
Sorry, you are not sowing it. You only want to break the dormancy.
You don't want to
So
break the
you
dormancy.
dig a pit and pour it there and seal it up.
After 6 to 7 days, you now remove it. You will see that the thing now started germinating. You now put them in your polythene line. Everything will germinate.
Oh, yeah, good question.
Concerning hybrid,
Please, one house, please.
I want to understand more concerning that hybrid. You said hybrid, see that you can plant when the fruits are ready, but you cannot replant again. And convincing. At the same time, you said they can replant, but I don't have the quality.
And I'm correct.
Yes, I want to understand that. That's one question.
Do you understand it now?
Yes, I understand.
You understand it? Correct. If you need further clarification, you can see me in camera.
What about hybrid purple? What about hybrid purple, sir?
Yes.
If we have hybrid purple seed,
Yes.
plants,
Yes.
harvested next year.
Yes.
Oh, sorry, 9 months later.
Yes.
Now, after that,
You start the seed.
yes.
Okay, and you go and plant.
Yes, if your illustration is correct, sir, what are we getting from it then? If it's not that,
Let me tell you something.
I want to know.
Let me tell you something. When you sow the seed, you brought hybrid purple. You went to plant, and they do well. You got very good fruit. So you went to extract the seed of that fruit, and you go and replant. Do you know the first one you planted? They will give you 100% female. Do you know that? Have you done that? And you see that it's going to give you 100% female. Extract the seed. Go and plant. Come and tell me what you get. It's an assignment for you. You will come and tell me what you get. If you plant 100 of it, you cannot get more than, maybe you will be able to get 10% female. They will all come to male. And again, you don't know. That means the one that you have, the one you initially planted is not pure hybrid. If it is pure hybrid and you extract the seed and you go and plant that seed, I bet you 95% will be male. That's what I've practiced. Class, please. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. You know what? Madam, when I started, I said, let us share experience. And I talked to this place, and I said, how many of you have established nursery? Nobody raised up their hand. I talked to this place, how many of you have established nursery? And we were discussing, we are still on the same point. Madam, please. Madam, Ẹ̀gbọ́n wọ́n ní ibi tí ẹ̀ńtólọ́mọ tó ti ń bá ọmọ ẹ̀ wí ibẹ̀ lọ́mọ tí ò níyà. Thank you. So as we were discussing, madam, you want to listen very well so that you tap from their wealth of experience. Don't worry. Ojú ọ̀run tẹ́ yẹ ẹ́ fò. Ẹ má worry. You know what? Madam, one house. Anywhere I teach, anywhere I counsel, or anywhere I just enter to give advice, one thing I used to tell them, Cherry Ori, ó ti kọ́ ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ síbẹ̀. Me dey ready àti gbé lọ sínú grave bẹ́ẹ̀. Let me release what I can release to you. It is only left for you to tap as much as you can tap from me. After this, when you go for your internship and you call me, I have this problem. Or when you are on your own, you are in your farm. Adeoye has invited me to his farm. And we were there and we discussed. So, madam, now, I will do you a favor. You know, as one house, I said something, I think the second day I was there. I said I passed through this place but once. Who remember that? Somebody said they want to know the adage. I'm not repeating it. What I want you to know, and what I will give you now, write it down. Some of you have my contact number. You know, that guy said he has oil palm seedling. Isn't it? Yes. If I'm looking for and I don't get, I call him. How much are you selling your own? I can buy at so rate. Can you sell it? We are in partnership. We are in business. So what I want to do for you, write my contact now. I know you will be so glad to have it. Okay, I'm not giving you today. Okay, 082 62 1999 32. Just as straight as that. No, you don't need to know my name. Eh? You are asking for my name and you are asking for my address. I'm putting this on my head. And you are asking for my address. Which address? Which address do you need? 62, 1999, 32. You can remember offhand. Nobody wrote in 1999. So, yeah. Sorry, we have to move forward, yes.
Sorry, before you move forward.
Do better.
Sir, mo fẹ́ wá ní àbá from what you just are taking us through. You have a lot of experience and you don't want to take it for granted. And not very many farmers will have access to you. I think to be able to tap into your experience, even even after your demands, is that people like you should please document what you've learned. You can write books for we, the coming generations, to benefit. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. I really appreciate what you said. Very soon, very, very soon, by this time next year, I should be off from service. So by then I will be able to sit down and write and document. Don't worry, I will do that. Yes, let's move ahead then. Okay.
Yeah. Let me branch to a certain point.
Please, one house, please.
It might look like a diversion. Still on plant. Polo and marijuana. Colorado and marijuana. Can we follow hybrid? Why marijuana can be open for the next year? The reason why I have this question is that
Hey, one house, please.
the reason why I ask this question, I think what happened now, and the marijuana is natural. So you can class that marijuana as open pollinated.
That's your question. Thank you. If I have here to come and if I have here to come and arrest you now, because I don't have any of it. One, as you see me, I've never seen marijuana in my life.
Yeah, you can see that.
Excuse me, please. Excuse me, please. In Nigeria, I've not seen marijuana where it is being grown fresh. I've never seen the farm. But when I was in Netherlands, we visited the plantation. Very big plantation. But we were told that that of Nigeria is another cultivar of marijuana. Now, what that you call Colorado. Some even said that I want you to know that it's not that I'm not experienced at all. Some people, when I was in the north, when I was serving in the north, some sniff gum. Some they sniff gum. And by the time they sniff gum, they turn to another thing. So, if you say marijuana is open pollinated and Colorado is hybrid, what will you say about gum? Excuse me. Colorado is not a plant. Sorry, marijuana is a plant, which I'm very sure of. But Colorado is never a plant. It's like somebody sniffing cocaine. Cocaine is not a plant. It's an extract. I have extracted cocaine from tea. When I was in 100 level, that was 1985. Extraction of cocaine from Lipton tea. Lipton tea contains certain level of cocaine. Excuse me, please. Take it or leave it. Anything that is a stimulant, consists certain level of cocaine. So, do you understand what I'm saying now? Those that went to extract it from where you get it in large quantity are those people that export them. And that's
Concerning the greenhouse.
Okay, greenhouse. Now you are talking.
I don't understand the greenhouse. Is it because the house was painted green?
Please. If I put it as a question now and I ask you to answer it, I know I will get conflicting answers. He has asked a very vital question. That was the first question I asked. When they say greenhouse, I said, do they build it with green materials? Is it with green roof? No. Greenhouse. If you have heard of protected cultivation, have you heard of protected cultivation before? No. Greenhouse is just an aspect of protected cultivation. Later, because if I should start on greenhouse, in the next 1 hour we'll still be talking about greenhouse. Because we have different types of greenhouse. The automated, you want to talk about the automated, and again, you did orientation in airport. Haven't you seen some greenhouse around? You have seen it. Excuse me. I intentionally insisted that you must go on orientation. I insisted that you should go on orientation so that you can familiarize yourself with those things that are within IHOD. And I told you the first day I talked to you, all your senses, make use of them. Is that not what I said? So, I'm very sure within IHOD we can have less than 20 different greenhouses. 20 for the less after my man to. So, I will give you an assignment. You come tomorrow morning, very early. Yes. You come time. If you can be here by 8 a.m. And you cannot only for if today I will give you an assignment, those people that you are going to meet, that will take you around some greenhouses. And by the time you look through, you come and give me feedback, your experience. What have you seen there? What are those? Then you'll be able to affirm, why do they call it greenhouse? Because simply put, greenhouse is a place that is completely protected without any water inlet. and you grow your crops there, greenhouse. But later, that's just the simple logic. Yes, we are talking about type of nursery, isn't it? And I said nursery depends on whatever that is available to you, the type of crops you are planting, and what? I said another thing. Where you find yourself, exactly, water. Yes, that's the third one. Water. Now, I was there when she was teaching you about composition of nursery materials, nursery soil. I'm not here to teach you about nursery completely, because if I want to teach about nursery, I may spend 2 hours on nursery. We will not finish it. But just to give you an aspect of what you need to know about nursery. And I've told you, not all crops go through nursery, isn't it? Yeah. And again, in cereals that we are taking you, it's only rice that go through nursery. And it is not compulsory that you take rice through nursery. Huh? You may decide, some do broadcast rice, isn't it? Some do spot planting for rice, while some transplant rice. Is possible. But because we are within neighborhood, and most of our products go through nursery, that is why I want you to have nursery experience. What you do when you want to establish a nursery, like I said, that when we were young, we believe that if you want to establish nursery, it must be closer to a stream. But these days, I said it must be water available. Anywhere water is available. About the rooftop, about the veranda, anywhere you can establish your nursery there. But what is important is this: if you are establishing on a concrete place, you need containers. You need containers. There are different types of containers. You can improvise your own container. It's not compulsory that you should go to market and buy seed tray. There are some companies that manufacture seed trays, but it's not compulsory. In your homes, where you have open, broken buckets, broken materials, baskets, just ensure that when you pour water, the water will percolate and penetrate. It will not retain water. If it retains water, it will kill what you plant there. So those are just containers for nursery. And if you don't have container, you can prepare the ground yourself, whether very close to your farm or within an area where you can easily reach 24/7. Why we call it nursery is a place where there is quick or adequate management in tendering your crops. That is why we call it nursery. It's just like you take a child, a 3-year-old or 2-year-old child to school. You say you go to nursery school. Isn't it? Why do they call it nursery? A place where we have very close attention to teacher, where they will be able to monitor everything in his life. That's why we call it nursery. The same thing as it applicable to man, so it is also applicable to plant. For adequate care, for proper care. That is the reason why we call it nursery. Take for example, I went to buy tomato seed, and they sold me 100 seeds, 5,000 naira. Do you know there is tomato like that? 100 seeds. They say you should pay 5,000 naira. So you will find it difficult to lose one single out of that seed. And that is why you must take it to a place where you do proper monitoring. How do I grow it so that I won't lose any of it? That is where we call nursery. Now, somebody was talking about cocoa pits. I know many of us doesn't know what is called cocoa pits. We call some materials soilless materials. Soilless, that is without soil. Among the soilless material is cocoa beans. If you want to grow in greenhouse, I come back to that again, or protected cultivation, you tend to use what they call cocoa beans. You can use it as nursery. You can use it to grow the crop throughout the period that you want to harvest it. Yes, it's possible. Cocoa beans, you can prepare it. You can go and buy it somewhere. They sell it in market. Cocoa beans can be imported. Aderebibe? Aderebibe? Should you want to Aderebibe? So, can you move on? I know that some people are here that are highly experienced. They've been working with it. But for those of us that doesn't know what cocoa peat is, I will explain what they use to make cocoa peat. You know what? Cocoa is from coconut. Cocoa is from coconut. All of us have seen coconut before. Nígbà kan àbá tí ìbò ara ṣe é rí ẹ má sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ o, not all of us are in the farm. So when you peel that back, when you peel the back and you go and grind it to a form of not powder, if it is powder, into like shavings, like sawdust. That is what we call cocoa peat. That one doesn't contain anything other than to hold your plant together. When you fill it in pot or you fill it in trays, it's just for it to hold your plants together. So whatever that you want that plant to obtain, you have to add it. If you fill it in pot, big pot, and you want it to grow your tomato, your pepper, your whatever, what you do is dissolve your fertilizer and use it to irrigate, so that you can be absorbing it as long as you want it to grow. That is the function of cocoa peat. And when you want to use it for nursery, fill it into your tray or fill it into whatever container that you have gotten. And when you fill it, just plant your seeds. It has a lot of advantages. One is very airy. It's airy. Air can easily penetrate. And it doesn't retain water like your soil will retain too much water. No. And when you want to uproot and you want to go and transplant, you just remove. The cocoa peat will attach to the root. It will not be distorted at all. Your root will not cut, and the cocoa peat will not fall away. And when you move it to where you want to plant them, that cocoa peat will serve as manure. When it fully decomposes, when this is in nursery, it doesn't decompose. So, am I understood? Show you what? Good. But if you don't have access to cocoa peat to do your nursery, there are a lot you can still use. Gbogbo akọ́lá lè lọ import cocoa peat. Gbogbo akọ́lá lè lọ máa ra cocoa peat. Tẹ́ bá máa yẹ tán tà, ẹ mọ̀ pé na money to buy cocoa pit àbíkẹ́ ṣé ẹ wá sáré lọ establish oko àgbọn torí pé ẹ need cocoa pit, but again that tells you that if you have coconut plantation, nothing is wasted. That's it. So if you don't have that, help me wake that woman up. That one does sleep good. Tó bá yá sí wà ní sáìdì nìkan ni mò ń bá sọ̀rọ̀, ṣùgbọ́n mò ń bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ báyìí, ẹ̀yin ẹ ti múná lọ. Don't worry, body no be wood. Body no be wood. Ẹni tó ti tọ́jú ọmọ ṣe wàhálà láàárọ̀ tó ti sákìrì. So, yes. Jẹ́ kí n rìn díẹ̀. Torí nǹkan tó wà bí I just travel to here and I'm not taking 1/4 of what I do. Okay. Give him the mic. When you remove the kernel, the remaining, grind it, or the cocoa pit. Yes.
So when we want to go and transplant that the pit will not remove from the production of the food. But now if we do something like tí a bá ṣe tray tó ṣe pé tray la ṣe kúrò ṣé àwọn pé a jọ gbogbo síìtì yẹn together how to separate tí ó wà ní damage àwọn síìtì yẹn ṣé kò lè mi bẹ́ béèrè pé ṣé kúrú bí yẹn ṣé kò ní ṣàkálẹ̀
ṣe
èmi rí bí.
ọ̀rọ̀ yéyé mi ṣé tẹ́ ẹ bá fẹ́ lo cocoa pit, you go for specialized type of tray. Am I okay? Ṣé ẹ tẹ́ bá fẹ́ lo cocoa pit láti raise sílẹ̀ yìí ẹ lọ ra tray gidi tán ṣe fún. There is designed tray for cocoa pit. Òun ni kẹ́ ẹ lọ lò. Ẹ má kàn lọ ra cocoa pit kẹ́ ẹ dà sínú container kankan ẹ fi sí. No. Tó bá yẹ pé plant lẹ́fẹ̀ẹ́ gbìn, ẹ lè dá sínú kéré kẹ́ ẹ fi plant yẹn sí. Ẹ ti mọ̀ pé bẹ̀rẹ̀ ti máa harvest ẹ̀. Ṣé ẹ ti gbọ́?
Hello, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, please, can you repeat the process of cooking the cocoa pit?
Cherry, gbogbo nǹkan lè yí fẹ́ mọ̀. Ṣé ẹ ti lóko àgbọn ni?
Sir, we have.
You have oko àgbọn.
And I usually bought it.
Cherry, what you do, ohun tẹ́ ẹ kàn lè ṣe is very simple. Whether fresh or dry coconut, tẹ́ ẹ bá ti ṣí ẹ̀yìn ẹ jẹ́ kó ẹ ṣọ́ pé kò sómi ń bẹ̀. Ẹ wá gbé lọ èmi ẹ̀rọ kan ti lè bá yín lọ tó yẹ pé á di lẹ́búlẹ́bú ó ti tán. Ẹ ti ní cocoa pit nìyẹn. Ṣé ẹ rí àwọn tó ń produce ẹ̀ta ó ní special way tán fi ṣe o bọ̀ nǹkan tán ṣe ni mo sọ fún yín yẹn. Wọ́n bá ti pilẹ̀ wọ́n máa lo àwọn sterilizer. Ṣé o pé ó lè ti bàbá tó lè fi for the ground sterilize for you to be able to use. Otherwise, buy cocoa and you go and use fluorescent. This is how better. So it must be sterilized. They have done that already. Huh? Am I understood now? Good. Yes. Mo sọ pé tá a bá ní access sírú àwọn nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn wọ́n ní kágbàdo tó dáyé. Good. A lè ṣe nursery tiwa. In NIHOT, we have designed a method on how to prepare nursery soil. What we do, you go to virgin land. What do I call it? The man that taught you on site selection must take you to that place. this week, by the grace of God, we'll find time to that will take you. So, what you do is just gather topsoil from virgin land. Bring it. Take river sand. Bring it. Take manure. Bring it. Put them together. Even if you want to use 100 tons of it, just follow the ratio. 50% virgin land, 25% of gutter sand or river sand, 25% organic manure. You mix it and you sterilize. Use different means. There are different ways of sterilization. Whatever that is applicable to you, use it. I'm not teaching on nursery. Otherwise, we go ahead. Yes, we talked about assuming that you only have your nursery soil, you don't have those media to use. What do you use to ensure that that place can raise your seedling? For example, mo lọ sí Kadoma Idiya. Any people in here? Yes, Idiya. Lọ́nà Ìrúwàlúwà. Now what I'm saying is this, assuming that my farm is there, and I cannot carry seedlings from here, and I want to raise my seedling there, what I will do, close to my farm, is to prepare my nursery, chill the place, make it loose. If I don't have good virgin soil, I can go and import virgin soil, pour it on the surface of the ground. Huh? If I want to add sand. Now I want to sterilize. What do? I'll go and look for dry materials. Plenty. Put it on top. And then set it on fire. By the time it's finished, just touch the soil. It must be extremely hot. And if it is hot, those pathogens within it will have been what? Killed. So if they have been killed, then we go ahead to plant our seed. Don't plant the same day so that you don't burn your seeds. The second day, you go and sow it. You have added organic manure, you have added topsoil, you have added your river sand. It's good to go. Then, our old fathers, they will just do broadcasting, bam, bam, bam. They cover it and they go. Isn't it? We do not advocate for that. You just make trenches. You drill them out. Like maybe 1 meter apart like this. First row, second row, third row. So that you just sow them at your convenient length. Yeah? At the end of the day, you see your seedling. Imagine. Why do we sterilize? It's just to ensure that all the pathogens that are in the soil are not pathogens to the seeds that you are planting, because your seed went to mix them in the soil. And those pathogens will tell you, ibi lebawa, so as you are planting, they are attacking whatever you planted. And the moment they affect it in the nursery, if you take it to the field, then that disease continues to spread more. So, you want to ask questions? Yeah? Okay.
Well done, sir.
Thank you.
My question is more or less like a challenge. I'm not challenging this end now. You said if you want to sterilize the soil, sterilize it by eating.
Yeah.
And some scientists, they believe that too much of this heat kill some beneficial microbes in the soil.
Yeah, right.
So, sir, I'm so sorry for this question. Have you tried this EAT method and some other method to then compare what you get from it? Because aside from that, because I don't use it. It's either you use, if you are a synthetic farmer, you go for chemicals like hydrogen peroxide,
Okay.
so concentrated one, or if you are an organic farmer, which means that we don't kill this thing, we protect them.
Yeah.
So why don't you introduce like we soldiers you want? Let's say for instance now you want to combat the effect of a fungi in the soil now. Why don't you introduce beneficial microbes that have fungi? If it is bacteria now, why don't you introduce that one? That one will serve as the immunity. Kò ní jẹ́ kí àwọn ọ̀tá yẹn kọ́ lè kápá wọn. Have you tried?
Thank you. All those methods tried, but those ones that can easily be accessible to people and that will not cost you much money. If you go and buy hydrogen peroxide to sterilize soil, you know how much it's going to cost you. So, but the cheapest, the most available, and that we know, yes, that when you are, there is nothing that have advantage that doesn't have its own disadvantage. That you are using hydrogen peroxide will also affect some nutrients in the soil because of their reaction, right? If you burn, heat will also affect, especially those that are highly volatile chemicals will also escape. But mind you, what those plant needs in the nursery are still intact there and they enhance the growth. When you burn trashes to heat that place up, do you know that you are applying another chemical into the soil that is highly beneficial to it? So if you are killing some microbes, you are adding some organic materials. So you cannot eat your cake and have it. So you lose some, you gain some. But sincerely speaking, if you sterilize your soil, you kill a lot of pathogens that will be detrimental to your crop than what the nutrient that will escape from the soil. Am I okay? You can see me. Thank you.
For someone in the city that does not have access to the burning and all stuff like that,
yes,
he or she cannot use chemical and it cannot burn. But he wants to try.
But you can use other methods that
yes,
I've said.
That's what is it possible that you get a kind of plastic container, you put the soil, then you airtight it and place it inside the sun for a long time? Will it still be? Okay.
What he's talking about is solarization. How many of us have heard about solarization? Solarization method. Okay. What we call solarization is this. I want to use this soil as nursery, but I don't have means of sterilizing the soil. If it is dry season like this, what I do is to go and look for polythene sheets, especially white or black down. You just place it on the surface of the soil. So during the period, within 1 week, in the morning, this time around now, it will be heating up. In the evening, it's going to cool down. In the evening, in the afternoon again, it's going to hot up. Cooling, heating, cooling, heating. We kill a lot of pathogens, and then we can use it straight ahead. That is what we call solarization, the use of solar energy. oòrùn tẹ́ bá fẹ́ dán ọ̀rọ̀ mi wò ẹ lọ mú pure water kan ẹni bá ń lo mọ́tò kó mú pure water yẹn kó wá fi síwájú dashboard kó wá gbé sóòrùn tó bá tó bí 3 or 4 hours ṣáà já díẹ̀ tẹ́ bá ti já wáyé làásàrà ẹ̀ wò tí ò bá ti kó fẹ́lẹ́fẹ́lẹ́ sọ pé mi kọ́. You know what happens? The glass attracts the energy, and the energy penetrated into the water, and that energy cannot escape. So you keep on accumulating it. That is the truth. So that is the process of solarization. When you use that polythene, it's heated up the soil, and at the end of the day, those pathogens under. The only thing is, that is why it is just good for nursery. That heat cannot penetrate so deep, but the root of your seed that you sow doesn't go deep into the soil before you transplant them. Am I okay? Yes. Let us talk about spacing in the nursery. Wọ́n ti kọ́ yín nípa boiling gbogbo yẹn. So, how do you determine spacing? Mo sọ̀rọ̀ nípa broadcasting. Some people will just broadcast, some will, and you only need to determine your row, inter-row, and the lights. These are just simple way of getting your nursery. Again, what are those tools? What are those materials that you use in whether establishing your nursery or even establishing your farm? Can we mention those tools? What are those materials that we need? For example, now we want to send you to the farm to go and work. What are those things that you think you need to carry out good planting? Yes? Here? What are those things that you need when you want to go and you need hoe or cutlass? One? Yes, auntie? Hey, don't worry. Check by your Okay. An assignment. Okay. An assignment for you. Tomorrow morning, when you come, just move around the institute. See some people that are working. Ask them, what are those things that we use on the field? Yes? Hand thrower? Yes? Hoe? Cutlass? Human being? Obama does so cool. Obama Kole. Can't have a man ṣiṣẹ́. No, machines like tractor. I'm talking of tools. I'm not talking of mechanical process. A pen for marking out. Yes. Yes. Measuring tape. Yes. Safety hand gloves. Wheelbarrow. Rake, wetting can. Yes, sir. The seed that you want to plant is not tools. Seed is not tools. They are planting materials. Yes, we have had garden fork, hand trowel, rake, bucket, bowls, shovel. All these are things, your overall. Yes. So these are things, these are some of the tools that are used in the farm. Different tools for different operations. Different tools for different work. You cannot say you want to go and establish farm now and you carry digger. What do you want to use digger for? Except if you want to go and do land preparation where you have to uproot trees. We use mattock. So many. So, please let us know all these tools. I can just ask you to tear a sheet of paper and give me 20 tools that you use in the farm. Farm tools. To be able to guide against Fulani herdsmen. Okay, so you should carry gun. Even if you are going to church now, you must be carrying gun. But sincerely speaking, all these little tools are very, very important in our farm activity. There are some things that you have not mentioned. If you want to harvest in the farm, what are those things that you need? Go to heaven. Harvester come. Farm tools in the harvester. Sorry, I didn't tamper the doing machine. Okay. So, these are things, different operations in the farm require different materials. Let me share you this. I think that was 1984. I was at the School of Agriculture. How many of you have been to School of Agriculture before? College of Agriculture? Anywhere? College of Agriculture? Eh? Yes. One of the major assignments. Any day you are going to the field, we go to field every morning. 7 a.m. you must be on the farm. When you are going, you go there with your jute bag. What are you going to use jute bag for? It's for harvesting. But you must go with your jute bag. You must go with your knife. You must go with your bootwear. You must go with your cutlass. About 7 items I was going that day. Unfortunately, I didn't wear my boots. I don't know that they want to grade us that day. We got there, everybody move to this side. The moment they said that, I said, but at the end of the day, I still have, I think I scored 80 before I get out of that place. Although I didn't finish, I didn't have my ND. I left for the university after my first year. So, what I'm saying in effect is that Agbeton Losuku Tuba Biada. So you must go to your field prepared. You know why I'm saying this? By the time we give you your own portion, you have your own plot, and you are planting your whatever you are planting, and we get there, we will not tolerate that. You go with your, you kit yourself to the farm. Please. Yes. When I started, what did I say? If you had me, whatever they know that you will use, they will bring it for you. What is your herbicide? I was there when we were talking about herbicide, isn't it? I think let's go a little bit advanced. I'm coming. Johnny, I want to, okay. If there's anything that I left out there. Now, let me listen to you if you have one or two things to say before I go ahead with this aspect. Can the time when you saw it's a less of people. When is your break? Okay, this is 12:44. Okay.
Hello. Please. There is a test after this class. Please be prepared. Size selection.
Yes, I told you that before this week runs out, you are going for size selection. That will be decided immediately after this class. We'll do that. So. Yes, we've talked about seed variability, isn't it? Yes. Have we talked about planting method? Huh? Yes, I know when they were teaching you about spot planting, deepening, and the likes. Okay. Yes. Let's talk about this. Spacing on the field. We talked about nursery, isn't it? What spacing? What I want you to know, spacing in crop production. Make it a topic. Spacing in crop production. Different crops require different spacings. Why? Why should different crops have different spacings? Why don't we use the spacing used for rice? Why don't we use it for maize? Huh? I'm not talking to you. So let people that are. Oh yeah, and there one be. Otherwise, me and the guy you can be next time. Yes. Now, how do you? Why is it that there are different spaces for different crops? Why is this that I want to okay? I want to be ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀. I want to be cocoa. I want to be àgbàdo. Kí ló dé tí ò jẹ́ pé the same space náà lò? Ó ní ìdí tó fi jẹ́ pé wọn à gbọ́dọ̀ lo the same space. Kí ni díẹ̀? If you want to talk to me, raise up your hand. Please. Why is it that we don't use the same spaces for all the crops that we're doing? Just look at your back. We have mango, we have banana, we have pawpaw, we have soursop, we have so many. Why is it that we don't use the same spacing when we are planting them on the field? Yes, sir. Don't guess. Don't guess.
The size of the trees and the crop, they have different sizes and different from each other.
Good. That is just the reason. We call it crop geometry. Yes. The canopy formation of different crops differs. Different crops have different branching methods, have different leaf blade or leaf size. All these accumulated together to let us know that wọ́n ní ìṣètà ṣe ń pa o a gbọ́dọ̀ pa ọ̀gbẹ̀rì bẹ́ẹ̀ torí pé àwo yàtọ̀ sí ọ̀gbẹ̀rì bẹ́ẹ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ ẹni tó gbin àgbàdo ó yàtọ̀ sẹ́ni tó gbin èrè. Àgbàdo máa ń lọ sókè ní èrè máa ń tàn kálẹ̀ ní a gbọ́dọ̀ lo same spacing fún wọn torí wípé ọ̀nà ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ lolúkúlùkù fi ń dàgbà. Ẹni tó gbin pọ́pọ̀ aga atẹ́wé rẹ̀rẹ̀ ewé ẹ̀fẹ̀ àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́ ṣùgbọ́n ọdún mélòó ló máa ń lò kó tó kú pọ́pọ̀ míì within 1 year ó ti kú. So these are the reasons why you use different spaces for different crops. Yes, sir.
What is ere?
Bóyá Yorùbá òkè ni mo ń sọ. Èrè is Yorùbá ẹ̀wà. Mi sọ pé èrè. When you say èrè, ejò nìyẹn, python. So, like I said, you use different species for different crops, especially when you come to some smaller crops. We talk of cowpea, we talk of maize, we talk of millet, guinea corn, sorghum, and the likes. You have different species for them. Let's say for maize, we can use different species for different types of maize. Sweet corn, and grain maize. Depending on your environment, you can use different species for them. The same thing, different tomato variety. Some tomato variety, they grow tall, they don't branch. You can use different species for them to also determine your spacing. Tó bá jẹ́ virgin land ló lọ open, tẹ́ ẹ bá ti gbìn close to wò yóò kàn dì mọ́ra wọn ewé nìkan lẹ́ẹ̀ máa rí. Ṣùgbọ́n when you give a wider spacing, it allows them to receive adequate sunlight to produce fruit and seeds for you. So that's also another means of determining what spacing am I going to use. For example, you have different types of okra. Àwọn kan wà tó yẹ pé ewé wọn gbẹ̀ngbẹ̀ngbẹ̀ ni, àwọn kan ewé wọn kélébékélébé, àwọn tó bá ṣe ewé kélébékélébé, you can plant them at closer spacing. While those that have very big leaves can be planted at wider spacing. So, and there are different cultivars of okra too. Àwọn ilá wa àtijọ́, àwọn yẹn máa ń léwé tó máa ń fẹ̀ tó máa ń pẹ́ kó tó so. Ṣùgbọ́n àwọn ilá òde òní, you plant them very close. For example, when we were young, they said go and plant oil palm at 9 meters by 9 meters, isn't it? But now some do plant at 7 meters by 7 meters. Cocoa plantation then, they plant at 5 meters. Now you plant your cocoa at 3 meters. There are so many. So many. So, all those type of a thing, I think okay, this is also very important. Number of seats per stand. Number of seats per stand. You don't say you want to plant rice and just be dropping 1 grain per hole. Huh? Whereas in maize, you can decide to be dropping 1 seed per hole. Do you know that? When you are planting at a specific spacing, it may require you to drop just 1 seed per hole. When you widen the spacing, you can increase it to 2 seeds per hole, or maximum 3 seeds per hole. Even if you plant at 3 seeds per hole, they will ask you to thin. At least you remove 1. If you are planting at 30 centimeter by say 60 centimeter or 75 centimeter, that 30 centimeter is better you plant 1 seed per hole. Am I understood? The same thing with your maize. Do you know why you don't need to drop, or why you should drop more than 2 or 3 seeds per hole? Some condition may arise that you must not drop more than 2 seeds per hole. Some situation may arise that you say, no, with this seed, I can drop 5 per hole. What are the conditions? Questions?
Fertility of the soil.
He said, viability. If you go and carry out the viability test of your seed, and you realize that there are about 70%, instead of you planting 2 per hole, make sure you plant nothing less than 3. So that out of that 3, at least 1 will be bad. And if you know that it's about 50%, you go for nothing less than 5 per hole. So that at the end of the day, the required number per stand will still be gotten. But again, why would you not want to exceed maybe 102 per hole? Why should you, and you decide that, okay, I am even sure that the viability is okay, why does you not exceed maybe 1 per hole or 2 per hole? No. Sir?
To contain wastage.
Partially correct. Partially correct. To contain wastage. Yes, any other? Partially correct. Competition? No. No. Okay. That's part of it. The major reason is when you value the cost of buying your seed will determine whether you can plant at 2 seeds or 3 seeds per hole. Like I told you that 100 seeds of tomatoes, 5,000 naira. Then you want to go and plant, and you want to plant 2 or 3 seeds per hole. That I will use this, sorry. So, the cost of your seeds counts a lot on the number or the quantity you drop per hole. The more expensive your seed is, the less you want to try to plant. Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, talking about cost and viability, does the cost of a seed determine the viability of it?
No. No, sir.
Because if we are wrapping our discipline around cost, and we have a specific spacing that we need to determine, And now, if we are having if we are having the discipline around cost, will this affect the particular result we are looking at?
Thank you. We have to study class. Báwo bàbá wa ṣe ń da sí ìdílé ní dandawo. You just want to, you go and buy 1 kilo of ewedu. You prepare ilẹ̀ yẹn ojú quadrangle kékeré yìí lọ. And you put 1 kg ó dẹ̀ fún gbogbo ẹ̀dá alẹ̀ síbí. That is just seed wastage. If you buy that 1 kg for 15,000 now, and you just put it here, mélòó lẹ fẹ́ harvest ẹ pa owó yẹn níbẹ̀. But just 1/10 of that is just enough for this place. When you plant at a specific spacing, then you maximize your harvest. The same thing, if you have quality seeds, you already know, you have carried out viability test and you know they are 100% viable. All you need to do is, what is the cost of this seed? I must maximize my profit from it. Let me share this with you. One day, it's been a long time, I consulted for a man who knows habanero pepper. Habanero, rodo. Then I bought 50 gram for 5,000 naira. If I come to Nairobi, I want to buy 1 kg of rodo seed. I will buy it at 3,000 naira, 1 kg. But habanero pepper, 50 gram, then 5,000 naira. Let me ask a question for those that are on the field. How much do they sell 50 gram? I'm going to 50 gram. If you still see it, how much are they selling it now? Could be less than 200,000 now. Sachet. You know how much? You cannot buy that 50 gram less than 200,000 now. The last I heard of it is 150,000 naira. So, and if you take 50 gram of seed that cannot plant 1 hectare, cannot plant 1 acre of land, and then you decided, you raise the seedling, and you continue to waste it, my brother, you will run out of the farm. Wo ẹ̀jẹ̀ kí n sọ kí ní kan fún yín. Tẹ́ ẹ̀ bá lè fara ṣe, kẹ́ ẹ supervise yín dáadáa, iṣẹ́ àgbẹ̀ ò pé o. Àwọn tó wà bẹ́ẹ̀ mọ̀. If you cannot create your time, you cannot dedicate your time. O fẹ́ tulẹ̀ lásán, o gba àyàn sí. O fẹ́ wet, o gba àyàn sí. O fẹ́ transplant, o gba àyàn sí. O fẹ́ wá fo iye owó tó fi gbé mọ́tò lọ gbé padà. I tell you, you will run out of farm. So, you have to plan very well for you to make profit in the farm. So you dare not waste your seed. So, how do you do marking out on the field? You want to plant. We already have all the equipment. We have our measuring tape. We have our pegs. How do we mark out on the field?
First thing, sir.
Yes.
You take your baseline.
That's correct.
Then,
how do you take your baseline? Please explain well for some people that doesn't know. There are so many people. When you say baseline, I have the understanding. But 90% of the people here doesn't understand what you mean by baseline. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n ṣàlàyé baseline.
Baseline is simple. First thing first, calm down. This is farmland. This is the first easy farmland.
Sorry, sir. Why do you carry out baseline?
Reason why? Because if your marking out is not correct, you are having a, as in the actual seedlings. Then,
now, power doesn't matter take baseline.
Okay, ibi tí oko yẹn bá ti bẹ̀rẹ̀, tí a bá ti ṣọ́ wa tó ti mọ́ dáadáa, ibi tí ó ti bẹ̀ ikùn kìíní, kí mo gbàlè báyẹn, ikùn kìíní a máa lọ fi, just like àwọn bíríkìlà ṣe máa mú peg, a máa lọ gún níbi bẹ̀, then a máa mú tape wa as a line together. Line la máa kọ́kọ́ fà lọ́nà tó máa straight, lórí tá a bá mú tape kò ní straight. Tí line yẹn bá ti straight tán, a máa lọ target sí the edge line. Then a máa mú tape. Tape yẹn la máa fi máa mọ spacing meter ta fẹ́ lò. Tó bá jẹ́ 3 meter la fẹ́ tàbí 6 meter. Ibẹ̀ láti ibẹ̀ ni yẹ alẹ́ àkọ́kọ́ yẹn lọ́gbọ́n ló pè ní baseline.
Ṣé ti gbọ́?
Ìbéèrè mi ni pé ṣé sọ̀bí ọ̀la máa pè fún wa bára wọn mọ́?
Ẹ jẹ́ kí n ṣàlàyé fún yín. Ṣé rí àwa tá a wà ní research, wọ́n máa ń pè wá lórúkọ kan, wọ́n ní fọ̀páwọ̀n. Ṣé gbọ́ rí? Fọ̀páwọ̀n. That is pé kò sí nǹkan tá a bá fẹ́ ṣe, a gbọ́dọ̀ kọ́kọ́ take measurement ni. But àwọn kan sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n ní téèyàn bá fẹ́ gbin 5 acres 10 acres 100 acres ṣé yóò máa fọ̀páwọ̀n náà ni? Excuse me please, it is possible to do it and do it very fast. It is possible. 100 meters this way, 100 meters this way. On the line, you have marked it out, right? As you move the tape, as you place it on this line, the person that will plant it is already there. As you shift, another person shift there. The person planting knows his job. Let me tell you, it has its own advantage over pacing. Pacing is good. I'm not saying it's not good. I know my pacing. I know the distance. You know your pacing. Somebody that is taller than me knows his pacing. But nevertheless, if you want accuracy, if you tell me you have this 1 hectare of land and want to tell me the population that will be there, if you pace, I will tell you the population that you will have. But if you mark out, the advantage thereof is we commensurate with the time spent. Simple. The only thing is tó bá jókòó tó jẹ́ pé kìkì ìtàkùn tẹ́ẹ̀ lè gbé kéèkù tẹ́ẹ̀ lè ṣe. You know, that is why they calibrate tractor. When you mount tractor, it is already calibrated. Bam, bam, bam. Ṣùgbọ́n you without tractor can still plant hectares of land with your line. Kótó lọ bóyá that centimeter lè fẹ́ gbé ẹ ti kọ̀dà máàkì ibẹ̀ yẹn ẹ ti calibrate. Tí wọ́n bá ti gbé báyìí ẹ ti fi gúnlẹ̀ pẹ̀lú ẹni tó máa fi gúnlẹ̀ náà ti fi gúnlẹ̀. Before you know it, it's already planted. As you shift it, tó bá yẹ ẹni mẹ́rin péré ẹnìkan gbé tèpù bí ẹnìkan gbé tèpù náà ẹni méjì ń pè é ẹ̀wọ́ tó wà bí you have your seat wàá ti fi mẹ́ta òun náà ti fi mẹ́ta. It's very fast. Am I understood now?
Yes, sir.
I don't need that to pay some people to know wait, you don't need that. But mind you, when you are in school, you are being taught of certain survey technology. That is why they train you so that wherever you go, you don't need surveyor. You have acquired certain knowledge that will help you in establishing your farm. I remember when we were in the School of Agric, farm survey. We did what we call farm survey and its ability to take measurement on the field. So, please, again, the reason why you plant at interval, it must be convenient for you to carry out all other cultural operations. If you plant too closely, ability to carry out cultural operations becomes so difficult. For example, let's use plantain for example. If I am supposed to plant at 3 meters by 3 meters, but I decided not to plant at 3 meters, and I said, let me use 2 meters by 3 meters. One, my weeding technique will be very low. Because the moment they form canopy, I don't need to weed again. But compete for sunlight. So you see them growing so tall, and the fruit produced will become so small because they have used most of their energy searching for the sun. So there are so many things that are embedded in different spaces. I think we need to go on break now. So maybe by the time you come back, there is another person that will take up that will take you up. Shall we call it a day here now? Thank you. Thank you.
Site selection test.